I am so excited. I'm working on my TED Talk. So I'm sitting outside enjoying this beautiful day. It's a little hot, but I literally was cold when I went inside, so my body is acclimating to the heat. But I have about 4 days before my TED Talk needs to be completed and submitted as a video. They needed about a week before the event, so I need to get a moving on, and I'm really excited with how it's turning out. Not off. It's not turning off, it's turning on. I'm really excited with how it's turning out. I went over it with my mentor Ryan. I went over it with my mom, my dad a little bit. I'm gonna go over it more with my dad tomorrow, and then go over it again with my mom again, and I'm going over it with Ryan again tomorrow. So I'm getting the whole community in on this to help me out and to support, hopefully, this being a really good talk. I'm hoping it helps people. I have really experienced so much imposter syndrome through the experience of putting these talks together. You know, once the first time a year ago when I applied to a different TEDx venue, and then again now. And so I'm just really excited to be on the editing stage so I can just continuously improve. And I think the hardest thing for me is going to be taking stuff out. I'm at about 18 minutes right now, and I just want to make stuff more concise and better. And so that is the goal. It's quite a loud bird. I've had such an incredible day. My mom and I have been sitting out here. We played 2 rounds of Wingspan, which take about probably an hour each. I read out loud to her a little bit. I read to myself this morning. I got done some emails. I'm gonna go on a walk. Again, another date walk with myself. I'm so excited. I'm doing that tonight. And yeah, it's just been such a productive, well-balanced day. It's been like the perfect day, and then I'll get to come home tonight, work on the talk a little bit more if I want to, or just go to bed. And it's just been amazing. So I'm really, really appreciating this 4-day weekend, this new schedule that I'm trying of days when I can rest. But really the biggest thing is just not having pressure on myself to work. I've been getting some work done because I do feel like I need to, but I have the flexibility of not having meetings on those days, and that's just been incredible. So really feeling good. We'll see how I feel tomorrow when I go back, because I have to edit my vlog. I have my monthly newsletter, and then I still have 3 meetings, and I'm gonna be working on my TED Talk a lot. So it's gonna be a lot of work for the rest of this week, and I'm just really hoping that it all works out. So back to work on my TED Talk. Let's do this. All right, so I am out for my 4th hike in 4 days. Although yesterday I was really just going to my creek and sitting there and reading for a bit. It doesn't really count. But I have all my gear on. I have my backpack. You can't really see, but I have my hat too, a bandana in case I get hot and sweaty. I want to dip it in a creek and put it around my neck. And yeah, so excited to be out. So I actually have a map this time, but I'm a little confused on it already. Wait, there's a car. It's gonna come by and get really loud, so I'm gonna stop vlogging for 10 seconds. All right, so this is the parking lot that we parked at, and this is where we're cutting across right now. It says the trail goes down that way. It literally doesn't. This is the trail that we're gonna go on. The trail ends right there. There is no trail further down. So someone is lying when they say that there's a trail here, but the goal is to take the blue trail up around, come back on here, and come down here, come there, all within an hour and a half before sundown. So let's see if we can do this. Let's go. All right, so I found this adorable little bridge with gorgeous, gorgeous water on either side. And I think I'm gonna sit here for a bit and read. It's just so peaceful, the sound of water, you know? I was gonna try hiking another trail, but you have to walk through this field, and I don't even know where it is on the edge of it. And I was just like, why don't I just sit and relax for a bit and not do my original plan? So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I lost my map. I went back and found it, but it literally fell out of my pocket. It was affiliated. Just so annoying. I had to walk back probably like 200 feet, not that much. But I was like, are you kidding me? And I just had the most fun interaction with a deer, actually a buck. So he still had velvet, really small little nubs of velvet, and he was so cute. And he was so curious, and he kept coming towards me while I was sitting on the bridge. Probably hung out with me for like 15 minutes. And then I'm in this little wooded part, but the field is right back there, and the field comes around, and then there's another opening up ahead. And I saw him take off running because he was like following me a little bit, and he took off running, and then I saw him like in front of me right at the entrance. Like, you stalker. It just shows like how playful they are, and just like big dogs, honestly, just like big dogs. So we'll see if I see him again, but it was quite eventful. I was like so disappointed in myself for losing that stupid piece of paper, because I was like, at some point I was putting my phone in the same pocket, so I was putting that in. So I think when I took my phone out to take video of something, it fell out too. But we found it. I also put my keys away very carefully so that the keys will not fall out. And so yeah, we'll see. All right, let's enjoy the rest of our hike. So we are back at where we started. I'm actually gonna go over the bridge. Last time I came from over that trail, but I have been over the bridge, I think, just not in a really long time. And I don't remember going over it. So how much fun would it be to go over it? There's also a beautiful sunset. I'll insert pictures right here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. So, wow, look how beautiful and creepy. All right, let's go. This just looks like a bad idea, to be honest. Like, this bridge doesn't look like it's inviting. I don't know, it's kind of scaring me. But we're across. We made it. And the sunset over there is looking mighty fine. That's why I wanted to come over this way, just to see more of the sunset. Literally so beautiful. Only those trees weren't there. Welcome back. I'm trying to use different transitions versus just all right, because that's what I use between every single clip to intro it, and it gets old. For me editing it, I'm sure it gets old for you seeing it, so we're trying new transitions. So, I'm quite tired today, to be honest. I think my 4 days of activity, reading, hiking, you know, all of that, while it was so good and it felt good for my body to do that without stress, I think it did put other stress on my body. So I'm feeling a little sore today, a little tired. But at the same time, the day I come back to then go back to work after like a little staycation or a little vacation, so stressful on my body. Like, I will not sleep well the night before. My body was raring to go like hours before I wanted to get up. And then I dream about like work I need to do. I'm tossing and turning, thinking about work I need to do. So, you know, not the best sleep, not feeling the most rested. I have 3 meetings today. So I have the second to last Achievement House class of the semester that I mentor for. And it's so bittersweet just because you've been with the students for a year, and yeah. So that will be very, very bittersweet. And then I also have a meeting with Ryan today, my mentor. We're going over my next iteration on my TED Talk, which I'm really excited about because I put in a lot of work yesterday and I feel like it moved forward in leaps and bounds. So I'm really excited to hear his feedback about that. And then tonight, it is the first of the month, so I have my Great Dames Delaware group, and I'm really excited just to sit down and have a really intentional conversation with all of them. Those conversations are always amazing, so I'm really, really excited for that because it's only once a month. So that will be my day of meetings. I also need to edit my vlog today, put out my personal monthly newsletter, also write the Upcycle design newsletter for this week, and do some other stuff too. So it's quite a busy day, not only with meetings but with a lot of work. So I'm almost done editing my vlog, which is really exciting. It is only 12:30, so I still have an hour and a half before my first meeting of the day at Achievement House. So I'm gonna keep working. Here we go. Whew, it is getting hot out here. I'm not gonna lie, it's about 2 o'clock and I am sweating even in the shade. But I got all 5 of the emails done that I absolutely needed to get done today. I also finished my vlog and it is edited and ready to go up. It's scheduled to be released right at 8. And I'm so excited. I feel really good. So I have Achievement House right now. Then I'm gonna start working on my newsletter for the day, my personal one, my monthly newsletter. I also need to do a bunch of other stuff too, but at least the emails are out of the way. That makes me feel really, really good. So then I'll work on my TED Talk later today. I'll finish up my personal newsletter, work on the Upcycle newsletter, and yeah, work on a couple other little loose ends that I need to tie up, but the day is going really well so far. I have a feeling that I'm gonna crash at some point, which I'm not looking forward to, especially because I'm like outside and not in AC, and that does take a lot of energy, but it's worth it for me to just be outside and be attuned to nature, and I'm really grateful that I have that opportunity, so I'm gonna take full advantage of it. All right, let's get ready for Achievement House. This is our second to last class, so it's so bittersweet. Okay, let's go see these kids.